Right, I've come to Tesla in Dublin, where they have right behind me the Model 3. Now I know I'm a bit tight on space in here, so it's kind of hard to get at everything inside the room, but I'm going to show you around the Tesla Model 3. It is an US import one, so it's the opposite side car, but let's have a look around the outside first of the Model 3. So Model 3 fits into the range between Model S and Model X, and it's meant to be the reasonably priced one. As you can see, it's blank front. That is actually a boot in the front of it. I'll show you that open. Then you have these LED lights and nice shut lines down the side. Also on the side here we have, that's a camera. The door handles here are now mechanical, so you push them to open them. That opens the door. We'll back to that in a second. We're on the back of the car. It's busy in here today. We're on the back of the car and we have a look at the boot space. Right. So these are all mechanical. There isn't going to be an electric version of it. Now, first thing you notice is the height of this door, which, if I pull back here for a second, you'll see that I actually fit underneath this door here. Right, so it's a saloon, but lift back in that sense. Right, boot space. If I push on in there, you see it's very deep, and it's got more space under here. So you got a whole other boot area in there. Right, there's a boot space. These are all mechanical and will always be mechanical. So we're on the other side, just a reflection of the far side. We'll get inside now and have a look at what's inside the car. Okay, so sitting in the driver's seat, it has a good clunk, as always. But what you're presented with is a blank front here, and everything you need is on this, right? This has absolutely all of your controls. Speed, this little white section here, this is permanent, so that won't go away. That tells you where cars are in traffic, tells you what's open, what's closed. You can open the boot out front with the button in here. You can open the charge button, open the back boot as well, and it has the speed and information, range information up here. So this little panel on this screen is a permanent panel, won't change. If I do anything, it happens on this side over here, so you can see whatever I bring up, music, controls, quick controls, you can adjust the mirrors and things. So if I want to adjust the mirrors and I press that, it's left, it's over here. So the mirror here adjusts from a wheel on the steering wheel, so there's no control here extra. And the same for the right one on that side. I can tilt it up and down and move it around from this wheel here. I can also adjust the steering wheel up and down from this. That gas, look at that gas. Do you hear that? That's from the same wheel as you use to adjust your volume while driving in the system. So when you're driving along, that's your volume control. Really straightforward. Air conditioning system is done through this. You can actually adjust where the air is coming from. It comes from a vent under here along the whole width of the dashboard, and you adjust the entire thing. I hope you're able to see that on the screen properly. You adjust the entire thing by doing this on either side. You can also do heated seats are here, so all the seats are heated, even the little middle one in the back. This, like I say, this is the way Tesla work is. This is an incredible system. The software behind this is absolutely outstanding. It works incredibly well. The car itself has tons of storage. I have a huge storage box here, huge storage box here. I put my whole arm into those storage boxes. Another one here, massive unit. I put my whole arm down into again with a tray inside. No transmission tunnel, obviously, it being an electric car. There's no transmission tunnel. You can put a mobile phone here, as a shelf here for it, and a charging unit there attached to it as well. There's USB ports in the back. I can't close that for some reason. It's magnetically shut, and I think that might be my fault that it's not closing properly. But anyway, whatever. There, I got one closed. Oh, sorry, close console lid gently. Oh, it's a magnet. That's why. It's my fault. The controls up here at the top are literally just the wipers and the indicators. And you have lights as well. Lights are probably on here somewhere. They come on themselves, I'm sure, at some point. The door opening system is just a button here. That opens the door for you rather than pulling the handle. Good clunk. Lovely materials used across the dash. Very good. Now, insider secret. We're going to talk about prices now for a second. I have a little bit of insight. I think the base model of this is going to start at 49 grand, and I think there it's going to escalate from there. 49, then 59, and 69 will be the top spec of this car. The bottom, the entry level one, will get everything I just talked about. Pretty much everything. There is some options and bits and pieces, but pretty much all the stuff that I just talked about right now will be in that entry model one. So you're talking about 49, 59, 69, I think, give or take. and that's before the discounts. So this is going to be priced similarly to a Hyundai Kona. Right, let's have a quick look at the back seat. Okay, so this is the back seat. Again, another good clunk from back here. Room between me and my seat setup. That's not set up for me driving. I think it's just set up for me for the crack. There's at least a fist space between me and that. When Laura, who's in charge of me today, telling me what to do, thanks Laura, when she sat in that front seat, she was able to move that forward and I could fit at least two of me between those two. Two USB ports back here. This is US spec, so my spec might be slightly different over here. You will fit three people across this seat. It's going to be a bit snug, but you will fit them there. There is ISOFIX on two of the seats out of the three. All three seats are heated from the front. No problem with that. Same buttons exist in the back. Plenty of headroom, and a little hook here for hooking your jacket onto. It's very gently popped out from the roof on both sides. Very nice. It is perfectly pleasant back here, I have to say. If I was a passenger of this, I would not be upset. I have an armrest in the middle. There's no ski lift through the centre, but that's okay. I can live with that because there's plenty of room in the boot. Okay, so you've seen around Model 3 now. I haven't driven it, but it seems, from what I'm looking at online, for some of the people driving it, seems to drive like every other Tesla. It has dual motors inside and the usual sort of stuff. Price, give or take mid-40s with the discount on it. 49 grand starting out. 59 probably for the middle spec one, was one probably after. So if you're talking about with the grants off it, you're talking about 50 grand for the mid-spec Model 3. Now, it will go up on the configurator from about mid-May and will be available to order immediately from then, and with deliveries coming through in say around September or October here in Ireland. So you want to wait for a 2020 car, it's probably a good one to wait for. The Model 3 seems like a decent little car to me. Looking around it, tons of room, tons of space, and I really like it. I'm looking forward to a full test drive. I am booking in for a drive of the car later on in the year. I will be reviewing the Model S and X between now and then, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. But until the next time, I will see you on the far side.